Welcome back to the Interplanar Fighting Championships, where D&D monsters battle for bragging rights. A new tournament full of CR9 monsters is about to start, and if you want to fill out a bracket, here's the official IFC scoring system. Guess a round 1 matchup correctly, you get 1 point. Guess a round 2 matchup correctly, you get 2 points. Guess a semifinal bout correctly, you get 4 points. And if you guess the champion of the tournament correctly, you get 8 points. And if you'd like to chat with me and the rest of the IFC community, join our Discord server. Link is in my bio. Our first matchup in our CR9 tournament pits the young Amethyst Dragon versus the Shatterkai Gloom Weaver. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Shatterkai will be up first. The Shatterkai is going to use their multi-attack, 2 Shadow Spear attacks, and 1 use of spell casting. Let's do the spear attacks first. 10 or higher hits. 9 plus 8 is going to miss, but that's a 19. That's going to hit. 1d6 plus 4 piercing plus 4d12 necrotic. CR9, we're getting big damage. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Good rolls on the d12s. 43 plus 4, 47 damage on 1 spear attack. And they still have a spell. They're going to cast their once a day spell, Confusion. Wisdom saving throw, DC 16. 10 or higher saves. A 3 plus 6 is gonna fail. The Amethyst Dragon is now confused. Must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn. At the end of each of its turns, it can remake the Wisdom saving throw. At the start of their turn, they're gonna roll a d10. Only a 9 or 10 means the dragon's gonna be able to do something. Everything else basically renders them useless. And a 9, which means the dragon can act and move normally. The Amethyst Dragon's gonna use Singularity Breath. That's a DC 17 Strength saving throw. Shatterkai adds 0. And a 19 on the dice. Oh my goodness. They save. They're gonna take 8d8 force damage halved. 33 force damage, halved to 16. Now the Shatterkai needs to make a DC 10 concentration check for Confusion. They add a 6. Okay, a 14 on the dice, that saves. At the end of the Amethyst Dragon's turn, another DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, 10 or higher saves. A 7 plus 6 fails. They're still confused. The Shatterkai's turn. They're gonna do 2 Shadow Spear attacks and cast Mage Armor on themselves. AC is now 17, now 2 Spear attacks. 13 plus 8 hits, both are gonna hit. This could be massive damage. A total of 62 points of damage. The Gloom Weaver came to play here. The young Amethyst Dragon's turn. Singularity Breath does recharge. D10, a 9 or 10, and they can act and move normally. A 6 on the dice. The young Amethyst Dragon does not move or take actions this turn. This could be the end of them. Okay, let's see if they can save on Confusion. Okay, a 19 plus 6. They're gonna save on Confusion, but is it too late? The Shatterkai is gonna try to end it here. They're gonna make 3 Shadow Spear attacks. Knowing how much damage this does, 2 hits could do it. Let's roll it, 10 or higher. Okay, that's gonna be 2 hits. Oh my gosh. Could the Gloom Weaver pull off the upset? Hit number 1. That's a good roll there. 20 plus 20. 40? Oh my gosh. That is 44 points of damage on the first one. An 11. 11 or higher on this next roll, and the Amethyst Dragon will go down. Oh my gosh, and that is certainly it. 49 points of damage, and the Shatterkai Gloom Weaver demolishes the Amethyst Dragon. Today's round 1 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Glabrezu versus the Drow House Captain. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. Ooh, that's cocked, and you know what we gotta do? We gotta honor it. The Glabrezu up first. They're going to do their multi-attack, 2 pincers, and 1 spell casting. First, let's do the pincers. 7 or higher hits. Both of those hit. The Drow House Captain has a reaction parry where it adds 3 to its AC against 1 melee attack roll. Even on the 14, adding 3 to its AC does not help. Each pincer deals 2d10 plus 5 bludgeoning. And if the target is medium or smaller, that creature is now grappled. 24 damage. And with the spell, the Glabrezu is going to cast their once-a-day spell, Power Word Stun. This is an 8th level spell, and if the target has 150 hit points or fewer, the target is stunned. They can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. It is now their turn, a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. They had a +6, a 10 or higher saves. Okay, a 19 + 6, that's gonna save. The Drow is no longer stunned. But it's now the Glabrezu's turn. 2 pincer attacks and 1 spell casting. And they're gonna cast Confusion, but let's do the pincers first. An 8 + 9 hits, but with the Drow House Captain's parry, adding 3 to its AC, that one misses, and a natural 1. So Confusion, DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, 10 or higher saves. 5 on the dice. That's gonna fail. The Drow is now confused. Same as last match. A D10. The higher the number, the better for the Drow. A 7. The Drow uses its action to make a melee attack against a random creature. Okay, they're gonna make a melee attack against the Glabrezu. They're gonna use their scimitar, 9 or higher hits. 10 + 8, that's gonna do it. 1d6 + 4 slashing plus 4d6 poison, but the Glabrezu is immune to poison damage. So that's only gonna be 1d6 + 4 slashing. 3 + 4 is 7 slashing. The Glabrezu is also resistant to non-magical slashing, so that's only gonna deal 3 points of damage. This is very bad for the Drow. At the end of their turn, repeating the Wisdom saving throw, 10 or higher saves. Okay, the Drow is no longer confused. Now the Glabrezu. The Glabrezu is going to cast Darkness on the spot that they're in, and then they're going to do 2 pincer attacks. The Glabrezu has True Sight, so they can see in magical darkness. The Drow only has Dark Vision. They cannot see in magical darkness. This Glabrezu is so good. Let's do the 2 pincers at advantage. Attack number 1 hits. And that's a crit on attack number 2. Even with parry, both of those are going to hit. 41 points of damage. The Drow's turn. They are so screwed. Okay, well, they're going to use their multi-attack. 2 scimitars, and they're going to use their hand crossbow. The hand crossbow misses. Now scimitar number 1. 8 + 7 misses. Scimitar number 2. That's a natural 1. I don't think I did advantage way back when on the Drow House Captain's Confusion attack. Let me just roll one more time. Make sure it's not a nat 20. Okay, it's not. We're good. All of those are going to miss, and now it's the Glabrezu. 2 pincers, 2 fists. Pincer 1 hits. Pincer 2 hits. Fist number 1 hits. Drow reaction parry, so it misses. But fist number 2 hits. The fists deal 2d4 + 2 bludgeoning damage. 29 + 12, 41 points of damage. This is brutal. This Glabrezu is so good. Drow House Captain's turn. 2 scimitars, 1 hand crossbow. Okay, the hand crossbow hits. Let's just roll a DC 10 concentration check. Okay, a 10 + 9. The only way that the Glabrezu fails is if they roll a nat 1. Scimitar 1. Misses. Scimitar 2. Misses. The hand crossbow deals 1d6 + 4 piercing. Nine piercing, halved to 4. This is unbelievable. Glabrezu, 2 pincers, 2 fists. That is cocked, and we gotta honor the cock. And the cock gives us a nat 20. Pincer number 2 hits. Fist number 1's a nat 20. And fist number 2 hits. Reaction parry, can't stop any of them. Oh my gosh. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 57, 58, 60 + 14. 74 points of damage. And the Drow House Captain is down. Today's round 1 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Stone Giant of Evil Earth versus the Deep Crow. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Stone Giant of Evil Earth up first. They're gonna use their multi-attack, 1 boulder and 1 thundering stone club. Let's do the boulder first. A 7 or higher hits. Spinny, 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 spin. A 13 + 10 is going to hit. On a hit, the target must succeed on a DC 18 strength saving throw or be prone. A natural 20. The crow is not prone. We also need to roll a d6. On a 3 or lower, the giant has no more boulders. A 6. Okay, I guess the stone giant has more boulders. Now the Thundering Stone Club. A 16 plus 10 hits. On the Thundering Stone Club, the giant can cause the club to emit a burst of thunderous energy, dealing 3d6 thunder damage. The club can emit this burst once per turn. This is going to be a total of 3d8 plus 6 bludgeoning from the boulder, and 3d6 plus 6 bludgeoning from the stone club, plus the 3d6 thunder damage. 45 damage. The Deep Crow up. 1 mandibles and 2 claw attacks. First the mandibles. An 11 or higher hits. 17 on the dice, that's gonna hit. The stone giant is now grappled and restrained. So, the 2 claws will both be at advantage. But a 10 plus 9 is gonna miss. Claw number 2 hits. 2d10 plus 5 piercing from the mandibles and 2d6 plus 5 slashing from the claws. 5. Oh my gosh, so bad. 19 points of damage. The stone giant's turn. To escape this grapple is a DC 17. They have a plus 14 to athletics. So I think they're just going to try to escape this grapple. Yeah, they're going to try to escape this grapple. Yeah, 12 plus 14. They escape the grapple, but that's their turn. I don't know if that's the best move, but let's see, because it's now the Deep Crow's turn. They're going to do 1 mandible and 2 claws. Okay, the mandible hits again. The stone giant is now grappled and restrained again. Might not be the best strategy for the stone giant, but let's do the 2 claws. Claw number 1 hits, and that's a crit with claw number 2. 43 points of damage. The stone giant's turn. They're gonna do their multi-attack and throw a boulder at the Deep Crow. It's gonna be disadvantaged because they're restrained. Okay, an 11 plus 10 hits. Now it's a DC 18 strength saving throw, or the Deep Crow is prone. A 13 or higher saves. A 12 plus 5 is gonna fail. The Deep Crow is now prone, but they're still grappling and restraining the stone giant. Huh. Rules as written, the Deep Crow can be prone and still grappling and restraining the stone giant. But that makes no freaking sense. So I'm gonna say, because the Deep Crow is now prone, the stone giant is no longer grappled or restrained. Let's see if the stone giant has more rocks. They don't have any more rocks. Now with the Deep Crow prone, they're gonna use their Thundering Stone Club at advantage. A 10 on the dice plus 10 hits, but this one was cocked, and we honor the cock. A 13 plus 10, that's gonna hit. With the extra thunder damage, let's roll. 45 damage. Now the Deep Crow's turn. They're gonna get up from prone, mandibles and 2 claws. That was a long walk to a natural 1. Now they're 2 claws. 3 plus 9 misses, but a 16 plus 9 hits. 10 points of damage. The stone giant's turn. 2 Thundering Stone Club attacks. First at advantage. 16 plus 10 hits. And a natural 1. Thunder damage on this one too. 24 damage. Okay. It is not over yet, because now it's the Deep Crow's turn. 1 mandible, 2 claws. Mandible at advantage. The mandible hits. Stone giant, now grappled and restrained. Now the claws. 10 plus 9 misses. Second claw hits. 26 damage. Okie dokie, artichoke. Here we are. The stone giant's turn. 2 Thundering Stone Club attacks. At disadvantage. On a hit, there's a good chance it's over. On 2 hits, minimum damage takes the Deep Crow down. A 7 or higher on the lower one for a hit. That's a 7 on the first one. The Deep Crow needs one of these to be a 6 or lower to have a chance. Okay, that's a 2. So this is a total of 66 plus 6 damage. Let's roll the bludgeoning damage first. 3d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage. 9, 10 plus 6 is 16. And with 3d6 thunder damage, minimum damage takes the Deep Crow down. The Stone Giant of Evil Earth is victorious. Today's round 1 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Avoral Gardenel versus our CR8 champion Fomorian. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Avoral Gardenel will be up first. They're gonna use their multi-attack 2 talent attacks. A 6 or higher hits. Oh my gosh. That is cockety cocked. But that's a 6, so 1 hit. And that's 2 hits. Each Talon deals 2d6 plus 4 piercing plus 2d12 radiant. 49 points of damage. The Fomorian, they're going to use Curse of the Evil Eye. And I will say I got it wrong in the CR8 tournament. Thank you for clarifying this for me. Curse of the Evil Eye is not part of the multi-attack. So they won't get a Great Club with this. They can just do Curse of the Evil Eye. So this is a DC 14 Charisma saving throw. The Avoral adds a +8 to this. That's a 16 plus 8. That's gonna save. So the Avoral just takes 68 psychic damage halved. Ooh, a lot of ones. 17 halved to 8. The Avoral's turn. 2 Talons. That's a natural 20 and a hit. Oh, this is satisfying. This is a satisfying rattle. Oh my gosh. It's math time. Oh my gosh, it matches my shirt. Look at that. 40, 46 plus 8, 54 points of damage. Fomorian's turn. They're just gonna do 2 Great Club attacks. 7 or higher hits. Okay, that's 2 hits. Each club deals 3d8 plus 6 bludgeoning. 28 plus 12, 40 points of damage. The Avoral's turn. 2 more Talons. This could be it. This could be it. But not with those rolls. Both miss. Okay, the Fomorian is still up, and they're gonna do 2 Great Club attacks. Okay, 9 plus 9 hits. That's 2 hits. Ooh, that's a stack. Let me remove this. Oh. And that's a 1 underneath. 26 plus 12, 38 damage. Back to the Avoral. 2 more Talons. Okay, that's only 1 Talon hit. 24 points of damage. The Fomorian is still up. They need to play well here down the stretch. 2 Great Clubs. Ooh, a 5 plus 9 is gonna miss. Only 1 hit. 18 points of damage. It's not gonna get it done. Now the Avoral's turn. 2 Talons. There's a good chance on a hit they win. Let's see. And that's 2 hits. A 14 on all of these dice, and it's over. It really should be it. Wow. And that is so it. And with 52 points of damage, the Avoral Gardenel takes our CR8 champion down. Our next round 1 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Bone Devil versus the Conclave Dryad. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. A natural 1 for the Dryad. The Bone Devil up first. Gonna use their multi-attack. 2 claws and 1 sting. And 8 or higher hits. That's a sting and a claw hit. The claw deals 1d8 plus 4 slashing. The sting does 2d8 plus 4 piercing plus 5d6 poison. 31 damage. In addition, the Conclave Dryad needs to make a DC 14 con saving throw or become poisoned for 1 minute from the sting. They only add a +2 to this, so a 12 or higher saves. And that's another natural 1. The Dryad is poisoned. With the Dryad strategy here, they are going to use their multi-attack, and they're going to do 3 vine attacks. Both of these need to be a 10 or higher to hit. Attack number 1 misses. Attack number 2 misses. And attack number 3 misses. That is brutal. At the end of their turn, they can repeat the saving throw. 12 or higher, and they're no longer poisoned. That's a 10 plus 2. It's gonna fail. They stay poisoned. The Bone Devil, 1 sting, 2 claws. Ooh, okay. Both claws miss, but the sting hits. 22 damage to the Conclave Dryad. They're gonna do 3 more Vine Staff attacks, all at disadvantage. Attack number 1 misses. Okay, attack number 2 hits. And this is big because the target must succeed on a DC 17 dexterity saving throw or be restrained by twisting vines for 1 minute. A 14 or higher saves. And that's a 17 plus 3. That's gonna save their last Vine Staff. That's gonna miss. The Vine Staff does do damage, 2d6 plus 5 bludgeoning. The Bone Devil is resistant to non-magical bludgeoning damage. 10 bludgeoning, halved to 5. End of the Dryad's turn. Another DC 14 con saving throw. 4 plus 2 is gonna fail. Bone Devil, 2 claws, 1 sting. Oh my goodness. Crit with a sting and both claws hit. This is going to be massive. Let's get all the dice. Oh, music to my ears. And now it's time for us to count. That is 83. Wait, what the heck? 83? Plus 12? Is that 95? Oh my gosh, let me count this again. 80. 83 plus 12. And with 95 points of damage, the Conclave Dryad goes down. Today's round 1 matchup in our CR9 tournament pits the young Solar Dragon versus the Phylaskia. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The young Solar Dragon up first. They're going to use their Photonic Breath. DC 17 Constitution saving throw. 9 or higher saves. A 5 plus 8 fails. 8d10 radiant damage. That's 49 points of damage. Now the Phylaskia's turn. They're going to use their multi-attack, 2 longswords, and Strength Drain. A 7 or higher hits. Wow, that's some incredible rolls. That's a crit with Strength Drain and 2 hits with the longswords. 2d10 plus 5 slashing plus 2d10 necrotic from each longsword, and 2d6 plus 5 necrotic doubled from the Strength Drain. Ooh, I see a lot of ones. 57 points of damage. From the Strength Drain, the young Solar Dragon's strength score is reduced by 1d4. So their strength goes down to 18. Now their to hit bonus is plus 8. The young Solar Dragon's turn. Photonic Breath recharges. They're going to use Photonic Breath. A 9 or higher saves. A 12 plus 8. The Phylaskia saves. 42 radiant, halved is 21. Phylaskia's turn. 2 longswords and a Strength Drain. Oh my gosh. The same as last turn. Crit with Strength Drain and 2 longsword hits. Okay, that looks like a better roll. 60 plus 15, 75 points of damage. Holy cow. We got a game here, folks. And the Solar Dragon's strength score goes down by 2 again. Their 2 hit is now plus 7. The young Solar Dragon's turn. Photonic Breath does not recharge. They're going to do their 1 bite and 1 tail. Oh my gosh. An 8 plus 7 misses. The Phylaskia up. 2 longswords and Strength Drain. Can they keep rolling spectacularly? Let us see. That is another crit with Strength Drain. 3 crits in a row with Strength Drain. That is unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Longsword hit and a Strength Drain crit. Phylaskia came to play here. 36 on 40-10 and 46. The young Solar Dragon would be down. The Phylaskia has a good chance here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 29, 31, plus 10 is 41 points of damage. Oh my goodness. The young Solar Dragon is still up. They're going to have to end it right here. First, their strength score is reduced by 1 point, plus 6 to hit now. Now the young Solar Dragon's turn. This is a massive roll. Photonic Breath recharge. A 5 or 6 recharges it. I didn't want it. That's a 5. Photonic Breath recharges. They're using it. DC 17 con saving throw. Phylaskia adds a plus 8 on 9 or higher saves. The average damage on 8d10 is 44. The Phylaskia needs a save here. This is a big dice moment. 9 or higher saves. 12 on the dice, plus 8. The Phylaskia saves. I think they're gonna stay up here. That's 48 damage. Halved is 24. The Phylaskia's turn. 2 longswords and a Strength Drain. On any hit, minimum damage takes the young Solar Dragon down. A 7 or higher hits. Big dice, 1 at a time. Longswords first. And with that, the first longsword attack hits, and minimum damage takes the young Solar Dragon down. The Phylaskia is victorious. Our second to last matchup in round 1 of our CR9 tournament pits the Cairnwight versus Githzerai Futurist. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Githzerai Futurist will be up first. They're gonna do 3 unarmed strikes. 1 spinner? Oh my gosh! That's a nat 1 and a 19. Holy cow! That's 2 hits and a natural 1. Each unarmed strike deals 2d8 plus 3 bludgeoning plus 2d10 psychic. 46 points of damage. Now the Cairnwight. They're going to use their multi-attack, 2 slam attacks, and their petrifying touch. First, let's do the petrifying touch. Target must succeed on a DC 17 con saving throw. And the Githzerai Futurist is going to use their reaction Future Insight. When the Githzerai or a creature it can see makes an attack, saving throw, or ability check, the Githzerai can cause a roll to be made with advantage or disadvantage. They're going to roll the saving throw with advantage. They only add a +2 to this, so they need one of these to be a 15 or higher. Neither are a 15 or higher. This is very bad. Very, very bad. They're going to take damage, and they are also restrained and beginning to turn into stone. So now with the 2 slam attacks, both of these are going to be at advantage. A 6 or higher is going to hit. Slam 1 hits. And slam 2 hits. So Petrifying Touch deals 4d12 force damage, and each slam deals 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning. Wow, oh wow. So many, oh my gosh. This is gonna be so much. 82 plus 12 is 94 points of damage. The Cairnwight just went absolutely crazy berserk. The Githzerai Futurist is looking so bad for them. All they can do is try to keep hitting the Cairnwight. 3 unarmed strikes, all at disadvantage. That's a nat 1 on number 1. A hit on number 2. And a nat 1 on number 3. 20 points of damage. And this is the match here, folks. Because at the end of the Githzerai's turn, they repeat the saving throw. On a fail, the Githzerai is petrified. And that is game over. So, let's bring out the big dice here. They're going to use their reaction Future Insight to give themselves advantage. So they get 2 chances to roll a 15 or higher. Big dice moment. Roll number 1. A 6 plus 2 is gonna fail. This needs to be 15 or higher. Let's see. A 14 is not a 15. It is 1 less than 15. Less than 15 is a failure, and a failure means the Githzerai is petrified. The Cairnwight is victorious. Our last round 1 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Frost Salamander versus Hashalaq Quori. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. Frost Salamander up first. They're going to use their Freezing Breath. It's a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. The Quori adds a +1, so they need a 16 or higher to save. And a 2 is not higher than 16. That I know for sure. 8d10 cold damage. 47 cold damage. The Quori has a reaction Empathic Feedback. When they take damage from a creature, the Quori can force that creature to make a DC 16 Intelligence saving throw or take 2d10 psychic damage. A 14 minus 2 fails. 5 points of damage. Now the Quori, they're going to do 2 Mind Thrust attacks. The Salamander needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw for each. They add a +4 to this, so 12 or higher saves. 112, so that's 1 save and 1 fail. Each thrust deals 4d8 psychic damage. So this is the fail. I missed 1. How did that happen? There we go. 24 psychic, and now the success. 21 psychic, half to 10. The Frost Salamander's turn. A 6 on a d6 and Freezing Breath recharges. Freezing Breath does not recharge. Frost Salamander is going to do their multi-attack, 1 bite and 4 claws. 8 or higher hits. Wow. That is some bad rolls. That's a crit fail and only 2 claw hits. Each claw deals 1d6 plus 5 piercing. 13 piercing. And the Quori is going to use their reaction Empathic Feedback, DC 16 Intelligence saving throw. A 19 minus 2 saves the Quori's turn. 2 more Mind Thrusts. DC 16 Wisdom save. 12 or higher succeeds. Whoa. It's a crit save and a hit save. All of this is going to be halved. 37 halved to 18. To the Frost Salamander, Freezing Breath doesn't recharge. 1 bite, 4 claws. Ooh. This could be it. That's 3 claw hits and a bite hit. The bite deals 1d8 plus 5 piercing plus 1d10 cold. 7, 10. I don't think this is it. 15 plus 20. That's 35 points of damage. Quori stays up, but they might not be up for long. Let's do empathic feedback. DC 16 intelligence. 8 minus 2 fails. Okay, that's 18 psychic damage. Now the Quori's turn. 2 more mind thrusts. DC 16 wisdom saving throw. Oh my gosh. That is 2 more saves. 32 psychic, half to 16. The Frost Salamander, if freezing breath recharges, minimum damage would take the Hashalaq Quori down. But it doesn't recharge. So, 1 bite and 4 claws. All of these need to be a 7 or lower for the Quori to stay up. Will it happen? Let's see. It absolutely does not happen, and minimum damage takes the Hashalaq Quori down. Our first round 2 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Shatterkai Gloomweaver versus Glabrezu. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Shatterkai Gloomweaver will be up first. They're gonna use their multi-attack, 2 Shadow Spears, and spell casting. Let's just do the Shadow Spears first. 9 or higher hits. Neither hit. They're also going to cast Confusion. This is a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. The Glabrezu adds a +7 to this. Ooh, they also have magic resistance, so they get to roll this at advantage. That's a 5 plus 7. A 12 fails. The Glabrezu is confused. It is now their turn, and at the start of their turn, they need to roll a d10. A 6, the Glabrezu does not move or take actions this turn. And at the end of their turn, they get to remake the Wisdom saving throw. Okay, they save from confusion. They are no longer confused. Shatterkai is going to make 2 Shadow Spears and use spell casting. Let's do the spears first. A miss and a crit. 1d6 plus 4 piercing plus 4d12 necrotic. That's all doubled. That's 10 piercing, halved because the Glabrezu is resistant. That's only 5 damage. And 44 necrotic damage. Now, the Shatterkai is going to cast Fear. This is a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, again at advantage. 13 plus 7 is going to save. Big save there for the Glabrezu. The Glabrezu up. They're going to make 2 pincer attacks and cast a spell. And the spell they're going to cast is Power Word Stun. If the target has 150 hit points or fewer, it is stunned. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a Constitution saving throw. With the Shatterkai stunned, they're going to make their pincer attacks at advantage. A 5 or higher is going to hit. Pincer 1 hits. And Pincer 2 hits. The Shatterkai is grappled. The Pincers deal 2d10 plus 5 bludgeoning. Oh, 10s and 1s. 32 damage. The Shatterkai Gloomweaver. Wiener. Oh. I said it. The Shatterkai Gloomweaver is stunned. At the end of their turn, DC 16 Constitution saving throw. They add a 6, a 10 or higher saves. That is a 1. The Gloomweaver is still stunned. And now it's the Glabrezu. They're going to use their multi-attack, 2 pincers and 2 fists, all at advantage. Nat 20 on pincer 1. Hit on pincer 2. Hit on fist 1. And a crit on fist number 2. The fists deal 2d4 plus 2 bludgeoning. 45 plus 14 is 59 points of damage. This Glabrezu is so freaking good. I can't believe this is a CR9. The Shatterkai Gloomweaver, DC 16 Constitution saving throw, 10 or higher. Okay, the Gloomweaver is no longer stunned. But now it's the Glabrezu. Multi-attack, 4 attacks, 2 pincers, 2 fists. Pincer number 1 hits. And let's just roll damage for this first one. Because it could just do it, and it just does. That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And the Glabrezu defeats the Shatterkai Gloomweaver. Today's round 2 matchup in our CR9 tournament pits the Stone Giant of Evil Earth versus the Avoral Gardenelle. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. That's a natural 20. The Avoral Gardenal will be up first. They're gonna do 2 Talon attacks. They need a 12 or higher to hit. That's a miss, and that's a hit. 2d6 plus 4 piercing plus 2d12 radiant. 32 damage. The Stone Giant's turn. 2 Thundering Stone Club attacks. A 6 or higher hits. 2 18s, both of those gonna hit. On one of those hits, they're gonna use their 3d6 thunder damage. They can do this once per club hit. So each club deals 3d6 plus 6 bludgeoning plus an extra 3d6 thunder on one of them. 45 damage. The Gardenal's turn. 2 more Talon attacks. 13 plus 8 hits. Both of those hit. 40. 46 plus 8, 54 damage. Big hits. I love this. Stone Giant's turn. 2 Stone Club attacks. And both of those hit. 34 plus 12, 46 damage. Back and forth we go. The Avoral Gardenal's turn. 2 Talons. 1 miss and 1 hit. 21 plus 4, 25 damage. Oh my goodness, here we go. Stone Giant's turn, 2 Stone Clubs. Oh my gosh, a hit and a crit. This is going to be crazy. They're going to use their extra 3d6 thunder on the crit. So the crit's going to deal a total of 12d6 plus 6. Let me get some more dice. Can this do it? Oh my gosh, so many numbers to count. 53 plus 12 is 65 points of damage. Holy cow. The Avoral Gardenal still up. Avoral Gardenal's turn. They're doing 2 Talon attacks. 1 hit could do it. 2 hits almost certainly will. This is a big die moment right here. Plus 8 to hit, a 12 or higher hits. Time to roll. 6 plus 8 misses. If the Avoral Gardenal wants to move on, they got to hit this. An 18 plus 8 is going to hit. Can they do it? 2d6 plus 4 piercing plus 2d12 radiant. They need 22 on these dice. Let's do these one at a time for fun. We're having fun here. Let's do it. First roll. An 8. Let's roll d6. 1. Let's roll another d6. A 5. That is 14. We got one more d12. No, we're not using this one. We're using the big one. 8 or higher on this d12. And the Avoral Gardenal is moving on. And a 7 on the dice. That brings the total damage to 25 points of damage, and the Stone Giant of Evil Earth is still up. Oh my gosh. The Stone Giant of Evil Earth's turn. 2 Thundering Stone Club attacks. Good chance they put them down with 1, a certainty with 2. Big die moment, a 6 or higher hits. Attack number 1 hits. With a 6 or higher, the match is over. The Stone Giant wins. Let's see. A 7 plus 10. A 17 hits the Avoral Gardenal, and with minimum damage, the Stone Giant of Evil Earth takes the Gardenal down with 1 hit point remaining. Our second to last round 2 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Bone Devil versus Phylaskia. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Phylaskia will be up first. 2 Longsword and 1 Strength Drain attack. Oh my gosh, a 10 plus 9 hits. So all of those are gonna hit. The Longsword deals 2d10 plus 5 slashing plus 2d10 necrotic. The Strength Drain deals 2d6 plus 5 necrotic. The Bone Devil is resistant to non-magical slashing, so just the slashing is halved. 28 slashing halved to 14. And 39 necrotic. And from Strength Drain, the Bone Devil's strength score is reduced by a d4. Only 1. But that does mean their 2-hit bonus goes down to 7. The Bone Devil's turn. Multi-attack, 2 claws and a sting. 11 or higher hits. 6 7, 8. All of those are going to miss. Oh, that's such a bad start. It is now the Phylaskia's turn. 2 longswords and a strength drain. A natural 1 on a longsword, but that is a longsword crit and a strength drain hit. 34 slashing, halved to 17, and 31 necrotic. And the Bone Devil's strength goes down by... goes down by 3. Plus 6 to hit. Now the Bone Devil's turn. 2 claws and a sting. They need a 12 or higher to hit now. Oh my goodness. That is only 1 claw hit. The claw deals 1d8 plus 2 slashing damage now. That's 3 points of slashing damage. The Phylaskia, holy cow. They are killing it. It's their turn. 2 longswords and a strength drain. Oh my gosh, all of those hit. I think this is over. What pure domination from the Phylaskia. Oh my gosh. 27 slashing, halved to 13. And with 30 necrotic damage, the Phylaskia defeats the Bone Devil. Our last round 2 matchup of our CR9 tournament pits the Cairnwight versus the Frost Salamander. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Cairnwight will be up first. They're gonna do their multi-attack, 2 slams, and their Petrifying Touch. Let's do Petrifying Touch first. It's a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. Frost Salamander adds an 8. And that is a natural 1. That's gonna fail! The Frost Salamander is restrained and is beginning to turn into stone. At the end of their next turn, they will have to make a saving throw to avoid being petrified. And if they fail, that will be the end of them. Let us resolve the 2 slam attacks, both at advantage because of restrained. A 7 or higher hits. 2 19s, first one hits. And the second one hits. The slams deal 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning, and the Petrifying Touch deals 4d12 force damage. 57 plus 12. That's 69 points of damage. Nice. The Frost Salamander's turn. They're going to use their Freezing Breath, and that's a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. Cairnwight adds a 9 and 8 or higher saves. Dropped it. Oh my gosh, I dropped it on nat 20. That's fun. What the hell is that? That's a 2. Wait. That's a 2. That's a 2. Okay. That's gonna fail. 8d10 cold damage. 4, 5, 9. Terrible roll. 23 cold damage. But the most important roll for the match right here. Big die moment. Another DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or the Frost Salamander is petrified. A plus 8 to this. They need a 9 or higher. And with a 5 on the dice plus 8, the Frost Salamander turns into stone, and the Cairnwight is moving to the semifinals. Our first semifinal bout of our CR9 tournament pits the Glabrezu versus Stone Giant of Evil Earth. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. Oh, I moved the dice. The Glabrezu's up first. They're gonna use their multi-attack, 2 pincers, and casting 1 spell. And the spell they're gonna cast is, of course, Power Word Stun. The Stone Giant of Evil Earth has less than 150 hit points, and they are now stunned. At the end of each of its turns, it can make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. And the Glabrezu's gonna do 2 pincer attacks at advantage. An 8 plus 9 misses, though. And an 11 plus 9 barely hits. 2d10 plus 5 bludgeoning. Minimum damage there. 7 points of damage. But now the Stone Giant of Evil Earth's turn. At the end of their turn, they make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. They add a 10 to this. An 18 on the dice. The Stone Giant is no longer stunned. Now the Glabrezu's turn. They're going to do their multi-attack, 2 pincers, and they're going to cast Confusion. Let's do the pincers first. Only 1 hit. 17 points of damage. Now for Confusion, DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. Stone Giant adds a 1 to this, so a 15 or higher saves. A 5. The Stone Giant of Evil Earth is now confused, and it's now their turn. At the start of their turn, they roll a d10 to determine what they do on their turn. The higher, the better for the Stone Giant. A 3 on the dice. That means they don't move and they take no actions. But at the end of their turn, they can remake the saving throw. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. A 10 on the dice. They do not save. And it's now the Glabrezu's turn. 2 pincers and 2 fists. Let's do the pincers. A natural 1 and a 4. Both of those miss. Now the fists. A nat 20 and a miss. What is going on with the Glabrezu? 2d4 plus 2 bludgeoning, but that's doubled from the crit. Get off. 11 points of damage. The Stone Giant is weathering these storms. It's now their turn. D10 to determine what they do. A 2 on the dice, they don't move, and they take no actions. At the end of their turn, they need a 15 or higher to save. And that's a 14 plus 1. That does not save on the DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. Oh man, brutal stuff. The Glabrezu's turn. Multi-attack, 2 pincers and 2 fists. Oh my gosh, both pincers miss. Only 1 fist hit. 6 points of damage. Stone Giant's turn. D10. A 2 on the dice, they don't move, and they take no actions. End of their turn, DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. A natural 1, that is not going to do it. Glabrezu's turn, 2 pincers, 2 fists. Only 1 pincer hit. Only 1 fist hit. 23 damage. Stone Giant needs to start saving here. Their turn, D10. A 6, okay. Oh, no. They don't move and they take no actions. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. 15 or higher and they save. Come on, Stone Giant. They don't do it. They don't do it. Glabrezu, you are the worst, man. Multi-attack, 2 pincers, 2 fists. Oh my gosh, both pincers miss. Okay, both fists hit. 16 points of damage. Stone Giant's turn, D10. A 7. A 7 means they make a melee attack against a random creature, which is going to be the Glabrezu. The first swing for the Stone Giant, they're using their Thundering Stone Club. A 7 or higher hits. A 16 plus 10 hits. They're also going to emit their burst of thunderous energy, dealing 3d6 extra thunder. So it's going to be 3d6 plus 6 bludgeoning plus the 3d6 thunder. The Glabrezu is resistant to the non-magical bludgeoning damage though. 17 bludgeoning, half to 8, and 10 thunder damage. Stone Giant is on the board. Here they go. They need to save. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. That does not do it. Oh, still confused. The Glabrezu's turn, 2 pincers. Oh my goodness, both pincers miss. What is happening? Now the fists. Okay, a crit fist and a hit fist. 19 bludgeoning damage. The Stone Giant's turn. D10 on confusion. A 10. The creature can act and move normally. Incredible. The Stone Giant is going to do 2 Thundering Stone Club attacks. Both of those are going to hit. They can only do their burst of thunderous energy once per turn, so it's only going to be 3d6 extra thunder damage. 23 bludgeoning, half to 11, and 12 thunder damage. To end confusion, DC 16 Wisdom. And they cannot do it. They are so confused right now. Glabrezu, 2 pincers, 2 fists, 1 pincer hit, and 1 fist hit. 24 points of damage. The Stone Giant is on the edge. Finally, a D10 for confusion. A 6, they do nothing on their turn. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, of course it saves right now. Of course it saves. Yep, it is no longer confused. Round 8. Great job, my dude. The Glabrezu's gonna end it right here. They're gonna try at least 2 pincers, 2 fists. 2 pincer miss. Holy cow. Now the fists. A nat 1 and a crit. What is going on, Glabrezu? 10 plus 2, 12 points of damage. Glabrezu. I'm upset at the Glabrezu from doing this. Terrible sportsmanship. The Stone Giant of Evil Earth's turn. Thundering Stone Club twice. Advantage because of the Nat 1. Good, that's a hit, Glabrezu. Sick of you, I'm sick of you. Again. A 5 plus 10, that misses. Only one hit. God, this Glabrezu. Oh my gosh, that's 3 ones. Plus 6, 9. Bludgeoning. 9 half is 4. And 9 thunder damage. Okay, Glabrezu. Round 10, are you gonna do it? All you need is a hit. All you need is an 11 or higher. 2 pincers, 2 fists. And there you go. And that's a pincer hit, minimum damage, takes a Stone Giant of Evil Earth down. Our last semifinal bout in our CR9 tournament pits the Phylaskia versus Cairnwight. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Phylaskia will be up first. They're gonna do their multi-attack, 2 longswords, and their strength drain. 10 or higher hits. The strength drain misses, but both longswords hit. Each longsword deals 2d10 plus 5 slashing plus 2d10 necrotic. 44 plus 10, 54 points of damage. The Cairnwight's turn. They're gonna use their multi-attack, 2 slams, and their Petrifying Touch. Let's do Petrifying Touch first. This is a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. The Phylaskia adds an 8, so they need a 9 or higher to save. And that is a 6. That's an upside down 9. That's the difference. So the Phylaskia is now restrained and is beginning to turn into stone. The Cairnwight's now gonna have advantage on their slams. An 8 or higher is gonna hit. Slam 1 hits, and slam 2 hits. Petrifying Touch deals 4d12 force damage. Each slam deals 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning. It's gonna be big damage here. 57 plus 12. We did it again, folks. That is 69 points of damage. With the Phylaskia turning to stone, they're restrained, they can't move. The Cairnwight's gonna leave the Phylaskia's melee range, which means the Cairnwight will get an attack of opportunity. They're gonna do their strength drain attack. At disadvantage, they need both of these to be a 10 or higher. A 7 plus 9 is gonna miss. Now the Phylaskia's turn. The Cairnwight is out of the Phylaskia's melee range. They can't do anything to the Cairnwight. Here it is. The Phylaskia needs to save on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or they turn into stone and are petrified. They add an 8. A 9 or higher saves. Big dice moment. Let's see if the Phylaskia can save. Okay, a 14 on the dice. The Phylaskia is no longer restrained and is not becoming petrified. That's the end of their turn, though. The Cairnwight's turn. See if Petrifying Touch recharges. A 2 on the dice, it does not recharge. They're gonna do 2 slam attacks. 7 plus 10 misses, but that is also a natural 20. This could be it right here. Oh my gosh, this could be it. 29 on 6d10, and the Phylaskia goes down. 36 plus 6 is 39 points of damage. The Phylaskia has an ability called Undead Fortitude. If damage reduces the Phylaskia to 0 hit points, it must make a Constitution saving throw with a DC equal to 5 plus the damage taken, unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit. And with that, the Phylaskia goes down, and the Cairnwight is moving on to the finals. The championships of the CR9 tournament is here. Glabrezu versus Cairnwight. Who's gonna win? There's only one way to find out. We gotta roll. The Cairnwight will be up first. The Cairnwight's gonna do their multi-attack, 2 slams, and Petrifying Touch. Let's do Petrifying Touch first. DC 17 Constitution saving throw. Glabrezu adds a plus 9. An 8 or higher saves. And that's a 6. That's a 6 on the dice, plus 9, a 15. The Glabrezu is restrained and is beginning to turn into stone. The Cairnwight's gonna do 2 slam attacks. Slam number 1 hits. And slam number 2 hits. Each slam deals 3d10 plus 6 bludgeoning. All of this is halved though. The Glabrezu is resistant to non-magical bludgeoning damage. 45 damage, halved to 22. The Cairnwight is going to move out of the Glabrezu's melee range. That's gonna mean the Glabrezu gets opportunity attack. Pincer attack at disadvantage. A 2+9 is not going to hit. So now the Glabrezu's turn. They cannot reach the Cairnwight and do their attacks. What they're going to do right now, they're just going to cast darkness on top of themselves. The Cairnwight cannot see in magical darkness. The Glabrezu has true sight, so they can. And we'll see if it even matters. Because at the end of the Glabrezu's turn, they have to repeat the saving throw. If they fail, they are petrified, and the Cairnwight will be victorious. This is a big die moment, an 8 or higher. Let's see. A 17 on the dice, +9. The Glabrezu is no longer restrained and is not being petrified. Holy cow. The match continues. But it's now the Cairnwight's turn. First, let's see if Petrifying Touch recharges. It does not recharge. The Glabrezu in darkness. Cairnwight's just going to run forward and try to slam them twice, both at disadvantage. An 8 + 10 hits, so let's roll the concentration check. Because the Glabrezu adds a +9, a DC 10 concentration check, the only way for them to fail is to roll a natural 1. A 5 + 9 is going to succeed. The second slam attack from Cairnwight. A 5 + 10 is going to miss. 23 bludgeoning, halved to 11. It's now the Glabrezu's turn. The Glabrezu, it might hold on to Power Word Stun for now. Because they have darkness, they have advantage on all of these attacks. Yeah, they're going to do 4 attacks, 2 pincers and 2 fists. Wow, this Glabrezu is too freaking good. That's a nat 20 with pincer number 1. An 8 + 9 misses with number 2. Fist number 1 hits. And fist number 2 hits. The pincer deals 2d10 + 5 bludgeoning. The fists deal 2d4 + 2 bludgeoning. 34 points of damage. The Cairnwight's turn. Petrifying Touch does recharge. Oh no. The wording for Petrifying Touch. The Cairnwight touches one creature it can see. The Cairnwight needs to be able to see the Glabrezu to use Petrifying Touch. Oh my god. They need to get this darkness out. They just need to slam them. Slam and hope for a nat 1. Oh my god. This Glabrezu sucks. That is cocked as heck, and we honor the cock here. Even in the championships, we gotta honor the cock. And I missed. And I missed again. Let's do it. Come on now. We got it. We can do it. Here we go. Yeah, I rolled a nat 20. But that doesn't matter because it's disadvantage. But the slam hits. Concentration check. On a nat 1, they lose darkness. They do not lose darkness. Slam number 2. A 8 + 10 hits. On a nat 1, they lose darkness. Another 14. That's going to save. 49 damage, halved to 24. And it's now the Glabrezu's turn. 2 pincers, 2 fists. Pincer number 1 misses. Pincer number 2 hits. Fist number 1 hits. And fist number 2 hits. 29 points of damage. Cairnwight, Cairnbright, the first Cairn I see tonight. It is their turn. They're going to do their slam attacks at disadvantage. Slam number 1 hits, a nat 1, and darkness goes away. That's an 8. Darkness is still there. Slam number 2. Slam number 2 hits, nat 1, and darkness goes away. Darkness stays. 54 bludgeoning damage, halved to 27. The Glabrezu's turn. 2 pincers, 2 fists. Fist number 1 hits. Fist number 2 hits. No, those are pincers. Both of those are pincers. I lied to you. Now the fists. Double 20s on the first fist. Doesn't get you anything extra, but it's fun to see. And another crit on the fist. The Glabrezu's coming to finish the job here. That is 52 points of damage. This could be the last round. And the Cairnwight, they need to get rid of darkness. And they need to petrify the Glabrezu. Slam attack number 1. Slam attack number 1 misses. Slam attack number 2 misses. The Glabrezu's turn. Are we seriously gonna have this dude be the champion? Do I rig it? Do I change the outcome right here? Like I do every single time? It's all scripted, but my fans, they would lose faith in the IFC. I can't rig it. No, I must do what I must do. And what I must do is say, it's the Glabrezu's turn right now. And they're gonna do 4 attacks, 2 pincers, and 2 fists. Here we go. Pincer number 1 misses. Pincer number 2 hits. Fist number 1 misses. And that's cocked, and we honor the cock. Fist number 2 hits. A 16 or higher on 2d10s and 2d4s, and the stinky Glabrezu is your CR9 champion. And that's a 1 I see, and that's a 3 I see. Okay, that's 16 points of damage. The rig is on. The rig is on. Glabrezu, they suck. They couldn't even finish it. Cairnwight's turn. Disadvantage, slam attacks. An 8 plus 10 hits, okay? A nat 1 and the Glabrezu loses concentration on darkness, and the Cairnwight can petrify and touch them. That's a 12. Their second slam attack. 5 plus 10 misses. The Glabrezu, 2 pincers, 2 fists. This is so dumb. On a pincer hit, they win. What a cheater. They know they're in a higher CR. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And the Glabrezu is your CR9 champion. My name is Brandon, and I'll see you next time on the Interplanar Fighting Championships.